Okay, so yesterday I did a video talking about David Harbour as Hellboy and this first look that we have of him in character. Now, David Harbour is somebody who I haven't really followed in terms of movies and stuff, but there's no denying he looks the part in this. So we'll get to see next year. As I say, this film is out in 2018, so it'll be a while before we see any footage or any trailers or anything like that. All we have to go at the moment are these photographs. Now, after I did that video, a second photograph, an official photograph, came to light. And in this one, it's obviously in black and white, so it's kind of stylized slightly different. And also we've got a bit of background as well, instead of being in front of a black screen or whatever it was on the other one, and in shadows. Now, it looks to be kind of behind the scenes, possibly some kind of tripod at the top of the stairs there. I don't know if that's a behind the scenes thing or whatever. But here you can see he's wearing a trench coat, which is fairly trademark when it comes to Hellboy's clothes. Now let's have a closer look as well. It's kind of hard to tell from this one if you look closer up. The other photograph was actually better, but you can see here what it looks like close up. The previous photo from yesterday, let's have some close-ups of this as well. I mean, one thing that people have been saying is that it looks a lot like the Ron Perlman version. I disagree. I mean, look at the face. The shape of the face is quite different. The other one looked a bit more accurate to the comic in that his face was a bit kind of flatter in some ways. This one, his face is a bit more kind of, well, the shape of the face looks a bit more human than the other one does, which sounds a bit bizarre, me saying that this looks human, but there you go. And obviously he has long hair as well. The actual hand, it's probably easier if I flip this sideways, just so I can kind of get it sideways on. The hand does look noticeably different if you look at it close up. The previous one, kind of from memory, had a lot of cracks in it and looked like it was made out of a bunch of bricks. This one still has a kind of stony look to it, but it looks a little bit more, well, kind of like the other one would have done if you'd have sanded it down, basically. So it's a subtle difference. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still pretty similar, and they're trying to be fairly accurate to what was in the comic book, so of course there are going to be some striking similarities, to put it mildly. But some of the subtle differences are there if you want to spot them anyway. So who knows what this is going to appear like on screen anyway. I mean, these are just photographs and it can go either way. Sometimes the photographs can look better than it genuinely appears on screen, or sometimes they can look worse. I mean, let's go back to the Days of Future Past version of Quicksilver. The photographs of the Quicksilver character from Days of Future Past looked appalling. They looked ridiculously laughable. But when the actual film came out, it was awesome. The way that it was presented was just really stylish and something to want to bring back, which is ultimately what they did with that film. So hopefully that will be the case with this, what we see here. Although I'm happy with it, hopefully it will be good, if not better than what it looks like in a still photograph. I'll leave this there anyway. I know there's a lot of interest in Hellboy. My previous video had a bit more views than I would normally expect, so fingers crossed this one here has been well received as well. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on social media, Facebook, YouTube obviously, and Instagram. We will be posting updates about this in due course. But what do you guys think about this anyway? How would you describe the differences between this and the Ron Perlman one? Would you say it's a better version than the Ron Perlman one? I mean, like I say, I know it's hard to tell from a photograph, but you know, you can be opinionated. Let's all share opinions here. For now, I'll just leave there and say this is Brand X Reviews. Thank you very much for watching.